The award-winning Egyptian rights activist Dalia Ziada. CNN has named Dalia as one of the Arab world's top agents of change. She joins me now from Cairo. And before we talk about the problems that you have with the way that the Constitution is written, let's just go back to what's happened in the past half hour or so, and that speech from President Morsi. What did you make of it?
Actually, I think it was this speech will actually initiate more violence and will make the situation much worse. What Morsi simply did in this speech is that he told his opposition that he's threatening them and he's considering them responsible for what happened yesterday. And at the same time, he is saying very clearly that he has spies in the offices of some political opposition. He said it very clearly, like there were people there and they told us so and so. So it's very scary. And number three, and most importantly, he told the people there is no cancellation of the constitutional declaration that is actually the main reason for all the chaos that we are seeing now until we make the referendum.
All right.
How come you call for a dialogue with putting conditions in advance?
Okay, well, let's talk about that. Let me stop you there for a moment. He did extend a call to all interested parties, Dalia, to go to the presidential palace on Saturday and talk to him. Will you go? I know that you are very much involved in Egyptian politics. You want to run for president in 2022. Are you going to go? Does it give you any confidence at this stage?
No, actually, at this moment, after the death of the people yesterday, after the large number of martyrs and the clashes that were actually launched by Muslim Brotherhood against the civilian non-violent protesters who were outside the presidential palace for 2 days, and they did not attack the palace or take any violent action. And yesterday, the Freedom and Justice Party and the Muslim Brotherhood attacked them and beaten them. I think it's very hard to to have a dialogue with such a president. For me, he's simply another copy of Mubarak, but an Islamic copy.
Let's talk about this constitution, for which there will still be, he says, a referendum on December the 15th. Let's be clear, other constitutions, and I'm thinking about the US, if nowhere else around the world, don't explicitly guarantee the rights of women either. Battles over equality tend to play out in the courts. Is there not somewhat of an overreaction to what you see written in this constitution? Some people will say it's fairer than other loosely termed democratic countries.
Yeah, that's true. There are certain articles in the Constitution that seems to be very supportive of certain human and women rights in particular. But in other places, you will find that these articles are followed by other articles that actually kills the purpose of the first article. Like, for example, for example, we had this famous Article 36 in I think it was in the fourth and the third drafts of the Constitution that says women and men are equal if it does not contradict Sharia. When we complain that we want men and women are equal according to the international conventions and documents that Egypt signed, they said, okay, fine, let's cancel the whole article, not just cancel the line. Now we have certain articles in the Constitution that says everyone is equal. But when you go beneath or within the Constitution, you will see other articles saying that the woman have to balance between her house duties and her work duties. Is this equality? No.
All right, so, which brings me back to the question of why you're not prepared to go and talk at the presidential palace about what is written in this constitution then on Saturday. My next question to you is simply this. On that referendum on the December the 15th, do you at this stage see authorities getting that organised? Can you actually see it happening at this point?
Yeah, actually, first of all, at my center, the Ibn Khaldun Center, we are making an alternative constitution to fix the mistakes that is in the official draft of the constitution, and we will submit this to the presidential house and to the president as a first step for a fruitful dialogue. On the other level, of course, dialogue is needed, but give us a space, give us some time to recover from from what happened in the past few days, and we are ready to make the referendum, but not in 15 days. We need some time to educate the public as civil society organizations, as activists, about what's in this constitution, to help the grassroots people vote, give the right vote, not just go and vote. Because we have voted in an illiberal democratic atmosphere recently, and we brought the wrong people in power. So we need to make sure that this time will be free voting that will help people make the right informed decision.
Dalia, it's a pleasure to speak to you. Let's talk again. The referendum at present, at least, still scheduled for December the 15th. Dalia Ziada, who, when she wrote to me slightly earlier on about this interview ahead of time, said that she really felt pretty unsafe in Cairo at present.